The views, opinions, and representations expressed on the K-Ghost Radio Network and its website are those of the host, guest, and participants, and they are not necessarily those of or endorsed by the network, its affiliated stations and broadcast, management, or advertisers of the network. The show is found under LJA Broadcasting Network. UFO Talk Radio can, but does not necessarily promote any particular lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only, and they are not intended to treat or diagnose and or claim to cure any disease or condition, or give any medical or legal advice. All music is purchased and owned by LJA Broadcasting.
I got the windows rolled down, got the radio up, and I'm heading out of Vegas tonight. And it's a 1:30 on a 4-day run, and the desert is a welcome sight. I can see you there in that dress you wear, and it's keeping my foot on the gas. I drink a gallon of Joe just to make it back home and hold you in my arms and laugh. There's a full moon shining, lighting up the highway like a beacon to you. If I can make it on time past a moonlit state line, roll a diesel right on through.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers found sometime last week has been inspected in Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection.
From the high desert in Great America's Southwest, broadcasting live deep in the desert of Nevada, The Glenn Leary Show.
Oh, yes, may I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are time zone you're from, or maybe. I do welcome all my fans and friends, oh yes, and family. We are live. I am Glenn Leary. This is the LJ Broadcasting Networks, but I do bid you welcome. That's right. To all my affiliates out there, small stations and broadcasters, and micro broadcasters, and night dream drivers and night drivers, I'll tell you you're listening to us right now. To all the ham operators out there, 73s to you. And to all that are listening to the silent key, which you know that is Whiskey 60 Baker. I do thank you so much. I know your spirit's still out there on ham radio. Oh, my guys out there. Talked to a lot of guys today. Had a lot of fun. KPFF-FM, Pahrump, Nevada. What a great little station in Pahrump, Nevada. I support them, yes I do. And KBHR 57 AM, Sissy, Alaska. And to all that's listening all over the world, I welcome you and thank you so very much for listening tonight. I am Glenn Leary, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Open lines tonight. Anything goes, but you must have good language. No bad language, no cussing, no. And if I'll have you on, let's talk. I want you to make sure that you have a cell phone, that you're not moving around the house or maybe the building which you might be in, because you drop out. Yeah, you drop out and all of a sudden it's a crummy call. You may have great content, but it turns into you know what. Yeah, it happens all the time, although people forget about that, Many things go out to Sheldon Battery. It helps us with our station and our little bus out there, which is our mobile station. We had a battery problem. I knew nothing about batteries. And guess what? He helped me out. He educated me just fast and real fast. And it cost a little bit of money for me, but I still learned about batteries and how to take care of them. And I want to say hello to my friend out there, Fran. He has Carpets and Tiles USA. He is in Las Vegas. If you need to know about flooring and how things work, we use the carpets. It's an investment for your house or your car, or wherever your office, what have you. Oh, I'm going to give you his number in case you're in Vegas and want to know about that stuff. His number is 702-265-4419. Great guy. Fran, you talk about anything. He's a great guy. And, of course, you know about Ray's Honey. We always push Ray's Honey on my show. because he gives me all those cans of raised honey to give away to you. If you have a good topic, call me or whatever, and I'll give you my email address, glennlarry51@gmail.com. And if you got a good story, I want to send you out some honey. And it's the honey stuff from this area, Las Vegas and Arizona. And what happens is this: if you have tolerance to allergies, it really does help get that all out of the way. I was up in Prump this weekend, and I went to see grave of Mr. Art Bell. And as you know, he's my hero. Think the world of him. Great man, very complex man. All passed away several years ago. And gosh, yeah. Gravesite looks great. Kept up nice little cemetery up there in Prump, Nevada. And yeah, I had some feelings up there. Yeah, you know how that I'm psychic and what have you. And his message was to get with it. And we're tolling around. Just imagine that. Well, that was the message I got with another friend of mine. And he got the same message. All good, though. I'm serious. And Art's up there, and he's doing his thing. I really do believe that. And he's watching over a lot of us. And boy, we thank him for late night talk radio. Yeah, because he was the king. He made it really happen. Open the doors for a lot of people. You can hear us on Apple Broadcast, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Archer, Twitter, Spotify, Spreaker, Reverb Nation, StreamYard, and also Facebook, YouTube, The Glenn Larry Show. UFOTalkRadio.com is huge. Oh, I told you. I'm being good. I promise you. And, of course, ArtBellsTributes.com, OlympiaRadio.com, KGhostRadio.com, KGhostTalkRadio.com, AM, FM 1610, and FM 11.3, and SoundCloud. That's a lot of stations out there. Yeah, really. How was your week? My week was very interesting myself. Lots of things going on in the station. You have a radio stations, LJ Broadcasting Networks. It's a lot of work. And, paying the bills and getting things taken care of. If you do want to donate to K-Ghost Radio or to UFO Talk Radio, there's a donate button there. We would appreciate that. Also, to like us on Facebook and also on YouTube, if it's possible. If you do that for me, just to push the little button down there. And tonight's show is going to be a lot of fun. It's open lines. I want to talk about a lot of things. UFOs, of course, that's my favorite. Time machines, that's my favorite too. On certain things that's happening in the news, which is pretty crazy. Did you know that the Japanese scientists right now have successfully, really unbelievable, successfully done this, created a MIR machine that actually can record your dreams. And then, they'll broadcast it later on the machine itself with a screen, what you were dreaming about, and then sort them for you, whatever you want, in a video. This is technology that's been pretty crazy going on for years, but they finally have tapped in to the brain for dreams. Oh boy! Now, as you know, we all have secrets. We all have desires. We all have dreams. Can mean anything, but they can also put those in categories for you, like a book. Like a movie theater for you. So you can go back. I don't know if it's in color yet. I don't know if it's in black and white, but although they say that they've got it on the screen. What do you think about that? That's pretty crazy, is it not? My God. That would have to be very confidential, because if your loved one or someone you knew that wanted to watch your dreams and they're watching, okay, well, might quite a bang out of it maybe, or get insulted. Or maybe very, very upset. Yeah, crazy. And your secrets can come out in your dreams. Is this a good thing or is it a bad thing? I don't think it's a good thing. Under certain things, maybe if espionage or something like that, maybe communist, or you got a prisoner or what have you, you can put in the dream machine and see what's really going on. I don't think that's a way of finding out. But I think for the private sector, it can be very dangerous. Or it could be dangerous for all of us, to tell you the truth. We'll just take him out of his home, watch his dreams, and know everything about him. what's in your mind, and how deep it may be. How deep is your thoughts, your memories? If they could pull your memories out and get this, oh my gosh, we'll talk about this a little later. We'll be back. We'll be back right after this. I am Glenn Larry. Thank you for listening.
Violence, theft, drugs, graffiti. It's all part of joining a gang. In times like these, we need to protect our children and our community from gangs. Gangs often prey on unsupervised teens with low self-esteem, who perform poorly in school, who seek a sense of belonging, or are simply bored. Joining a gang often involves violent hazing rituals. Once in a gang, members can become alienated from their families, school, and friends. Drugs, guns, and malicious activity are common elements in gangs. Trying to leave a gang can be a difficult and dangerous process. The best way to get out of a gang is never to join one. Protect kids from being recruited by a gang. Know who they're hanging out with. Involve kids in after-school activities and provide positive role models. Help reduce gang activities in your community by working with local law enforcement and school systems. Don't let a kid you know get involved with gangs. Visit ncpc.org to learn more or contact your local law enforcement agency.
A message from the U.S. Department of Justice, National Crime Prevention Council, and the Ad Council.
Now, to have some fun, right along with us, broadcasting live deep from the desert of Nevada. Welcome to the Glenn Larry Show.
And of course, I am here. I am back. Oh, yeah. I had quite a week, as I was telling you. I got to meet with my Medicare representative. That's another substitute for Medicare, gentleman with the plan, the second plan, the third plan, whatever. And I'm telling you, my mailbox is full of all sorts of mail, substitute of different plans, the A and B, and then you get the extra, whatever. And I can't say the name of the companies out there, so I'm trying to work around that as I'm speaking with you. And I'm getting all this mail, and I'm going through the whole thing, and it's very confusing until you find someone's a representative of a company that will lay it out to you. What are you getting, and how much are you getting, and what's out of pocket? Oh, yeah. And there's a couple catches here and there. This plan plays this plan plays this, and that. If you don't play this or that, you won't get this, and this. It can be very confusing. But what are your needs? Well, I have cataracts. How many of you folks out there have cataracts? I've had it and had the operation. Well, I'll tell you, I don't want to hear two things. Or oh my God, when they're operating my eyes. No way. So I probably would have one done at a time. I've heard of folks having two done at the same time. But scary. Oh my gosh, it's very scary. I mean, they make a mistake and you can't see anymore. Then they tell you, okay, Medicare and what have you, A and B, and its other plan covers this situation of cataracts. What you have, their lens, the Medicare lens, or you have the most expensive lens. Well, I just want to see. I mean, you buy this lens, this is $400 and $3,000. I don't know. I'm getting there. We're funneling through all this stuff. And in December, I'll be doing most of that. But yeah, finally made it. 65 on November, a date coming up. I've already got the plan in motion. And but I must say, I worked for it. You did too. Do what we can do. And if you have any suggestions for folks out there, I don't want to have a broker call me or like that. But what works for you, we'll talk about that tonight also. And we'll talk about the latest UFOs happening all over. They are popping up all over as if they want to be seen and they want people to see them. And they're here for a reason. And of course, we've talked on the show many times about what are they here for? There's been some things happening and has happened in the past about warships firing into the skies, what have you, and then ships being destroyed by these unidentified flying objects that do come out of the ocean too. And they destroy the ship or half the ship. And now the military is told not to shoot at them. Now, I think that's common sense because their whole arsenal, or may have what they have in space, I mean, way, way beyond us and more mature, I'm telling you, and it's over with. They could probably wipe us out within an hour on the whole Earth with all their technology. or maybe a little longer. Hopefully, I hope that never happens, but gosh. And the space stuff going on right now. And we talked about this before. Our space team up there, New Space Force, they're doing certain things. Yeah. Now, some weird things have been going on in space right now, as I understand that a couple of these different countries have fired on some space junk. How clumsy are you to test out your missiles or your lasers? And it caused some havoc. Yeah. So we're being watched. It's like the creator all of a sudden sees that the kids have matches. Yes. Kind of scary, I must say. And so, yeah, where are you with those thoughts? Now, there's been some Bigfoot sightings up in Washington, some huge sightings. 4 or 5 people have seen them, and clearly, they're not scattering so fast as they used to and hide and whatever. They've found different scats, knowing that this is the Bigfoot. And what do you think about that? Yeah. It's open lines tonight, everybody. And I want to thank you for tuning in, those that have done that, 7:16 at the time. Let's see. And we have done some remodeling in the station. I had to move some monitors around because I can't see as much as I used to see. I found a device on my cell phone to make it turn black and reverse the colors. And boy, I can see a lot better. I can see those numbers across the room. Oh my gosh. And how many pairs of glasses do you have? Yes. Okay. I love it. I'm going to thank you for tuning in. We'll be back. I'm going to give this number out. Give us a call.
To call UFO Talk Radio, the Glenn Larry Show, deep in the dark desert of Nevada, call 702-874-1114. North of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. West of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. And south of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. And east of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. First time callers, call 702-874-1114. And if you just want to talk to the Glenn Larry Show, call 702-874-1114. Now, back to Glenn Larry.
And I am back with you, and a big shout goes out to Creekside Diner over there in Kennett Square. May I say that right? Pennsylvania. Oh, Karen's a good friend of mine. She owns the place, does a great job. Every time I go to Pennsylvania, I got to stop there. Oh, I had so much good food there and good talk, good relationship with those folks over there. And I had a great time. Like I say, fantastic meals. And she supports fire and police and first responders, EMS. And I must say that do stop by and say hi to her. She's a great lady. Karen, thank you so much at Creekside Diner. And she's over there in Kennett Square in Pennsylvania. Keikos also thanks you for listening to UFO Talk Radio, which is LG Broadcasting Network. So we do support EMS, fire and police, and all first responders, everybody out there that works so hard. My kudos and salutes go out to Station 23. Yes, right. Avondale, which I'm a part of. Love those guys very much. And to all Clark County fire departments out there, 78, 87, 77. Thank you, boys and women and firefighters out there that do such a great job. And to all the doctors and nurses in the emergency room that help us out, God bless them, my gosh. Have you thought about a career in nursing? Have you thought about a career? Looks like we have an alert going on here. Okay, got that. Just went on our system out there onto another radio station. Have you thought about becoming a doctor in the medical field or doing something like that? Well, you can, and go to drnurses.org. And there's openings everywhere. That's a shortage right now. I don't know what that's all about, but you might look into that too. It's a great career. And what satisfaction you get from that. And if you want to be a volunteer to your fire departments in your area, contact them because they're looking for volunteers. Get off that couch, do something for your community. It does work. And you will love the rewards. You get all the training from their departments, just like the regular firemen do, and firefighters, or go to rural firefighting. And that's a great training also. But get started, get involved. Do something if you can, even with your local schools or what have you. But volunteering is a great thing. It really is. Yes, for a reason. So here we are, and let's talk about the UFOs. And I did start with that. Excuse me. I did start with that. And a sighting out of Seattle, Washington, which was seen by a lot of people over Lake Washington. My gosh. That happened 2 days ago. I'm surprised that MUFON has not picked that up. Now, MUFON has a certain thing that they're putting on their website. Needing support for a bill, which is going to Congress, means you get involved and contact your congressman. I want you to look that up. MUFON, .com, and read the headlines from the Mr. McDonald. I think it's Douglas McDonald, which is the president of MUFON. Read that, what it has to say. It will kind of wake you up. Yeah. You know, in these certain bills that they have that go through Congress, and of course the Senate and what have you, they have hidden things there, agendas for certain things. It's just not a straight bill, both of this for housing and what have you. There's several things in those bills. So look at those and read those. You'll be surprised, I'm sure, quite sure. A friend of mine yesterday died of COVID. He had not had it, healthy man, and in fact, very healthy, and gets the shot, all of a sudden has heart problems, and then dies. Yeah. I hope that we get some things straightened out in that area. And that's a lot to talk about that, too. We do have open lines, and I'm going to hit this button again to give you the number.
To talk to Glenn Larry, all lines are open. 702-874-1114.
Is now 7:21. We do have open lines. And what do you want to talk about? It is Tuesday night. Bigfoot has arrived again out of the woods, being seen. A woman is giving food to that Bigfoot, actually feeding that Bigfoot. Oh my gosh. What is it all about? Her name is Janet, and she lives in Washington State. I won't give you the town, because I think a lot of people know about her already. Is giving sandwiches, making all sorts of things for these Bigfoot, giving them meals on wheels for Bigfoot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get back to that in a minute. I think we have a caller. Let's find out who this may be. Hello, caller. You are on the air, and what's your name and where you're from?
This is Zach, and I'm from Henderson here in Nevada.
Henderson, Nevada. Great area to be in. I'll tell you for sure. I know the place very well. And sir, what would you like to talk about tonight?
Well, I'm kind of calling in on the UFOs that you're talking about there, and I know you mentioned that they've gone underwater and those kind of things, but you know, they've been here for thousands of years. There's cave paintings that show, you know, basically a flying saucer, and you know, there's legends through almost every major religion that could be channeled back to UFOs. So you got to wonder, you know, if they were going to take us over, why didn't they do it when we were using sharp sticks instead of having, you know, projectile weapons and nuclear bombs and things?
I wonder about that myself. And I'm thinking about this. Maybe they knew how primitive they really were. I mean, from today, we have sticks and forks and all sorts of stuff. I mean, maybe they were molding us, and we really are from them. I'm just throwing that out to you folks now. Maybe this is the same thing, and they are sitting back on teaching us and watching us, and didn't get that much involved. But also, I mean, let's think back before that time of that dinosaur age or what have you. Maybe they created this whole thing, this whole mess we're all in.
You mean like the Nephilim?
Yeah, exactly. That's very good. But yeah, And here we are, and we're like, they're looking down, as maybe God is also. And now we got kids with matches. What are we going to do? How are we going to stop this mess?
Maybe that's why they're underwater now, because we're so able to observe everything on the planet that they've gone under the sea, so that we can't easily observe where they were. Because if you want to channel it into religion, they could have been up on Mount Olympus, and nobody would go there because it was the home of the gods. As we advanced more and more technology, that's why they've gone under the water, so under the sea, so we don't have the ability to go up to their Mount Olympus and find them.
Right. Well, there's so much on that sea that we've not even begun to find. I mean,
we know more about the moon than we know about the bottom of the ocean.
Unbelievable. Crazy. And they have fish that we've never seen before, creatures of fish or what have you. And I'm telling you, what is that? All of a sudden comes and ends up on a beach. It has teeth and it looks like a salmon. Oh. If you know what I'm saying.
They found the coelacanth, back in the 40s down off of South Africa, and they thought that was a fossil fish that had been extinct for 60,000 years or something.
And going back 60,000 years, what was there? What was mankind around?
It depends on which group you listen to.
Mm-hmm. They had the giants.
If you listen to the absolute creationists, there was nothing 50,000 years ago. If you listen to science, 50,000 years ago, Homo sapiens sapiens, we were here, and probably in a lot of conflict with the Neanderthals.
Mm-hmm. There's cave writings of, UFOs. There's pictures been painted, 16th century, on and on, all of UFOs and paintings. Blatantly right there.
And in Buddhism, there's the fire chariots in the sky, and
right.
In Christianity, there's the wheel in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Every major religion has these objects that appeared in the sky as prophets or whatever.
They also have drawings of spaceships
in caves. Yeah.
I'm finding some more.
If you look at the South American or Central American populations, they've got carvings of men in spacesuits.
Gosh, unbelievable.
And the Mayans have, basically men in spacesuits.
Yes.
On their temples. So they've been here for thousands of years. So I'm not really worried about them taking over from us, because they could have done that when we were in the Bronze Age.
I do think that they're looking at us saying, I think they've, evolved a little too fast. Or maybe they're saying,
maybe they helped us evolve a little.
Well, maybe so. Or we need to move them back a little bit or something. They are appearing everywhere. Bases.
We've gotten to the point as being a parent, oh gosh, now they're teenagers.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. And quite frightful, if I may say.
So I'm not really worried about them invading and taking over, because they could have done that a long time ago.
I had a great show the other night, of War of the Worlds. The Halloween special. And I'm telling you, I'm getting calls from people. I remember that. And they would tell me the stories where they came in the middle of the show and their grandparents were just freaked out. Think about that. How much we've revolved in radio and what have you, and we don't take things so serious because of our new media we have, or Facebook or YouTube's or movies or what have you. But I'm telling you, that scared a lot of people, because radio really was it. You sat there in front of that radio and you listened to the news and what's going on, and then all of a sudden you hear a program like that. Oh, it's radio theater, of course, Orson Welles.
No one had ever done a format like that before.
No.
It was easily announced that it was, the Lucky Strike Hour. And
yeah.
Here we go,
the big band.
The Ivory Sud Theater.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden he does this thing where you got a reporter in the street, excited. No one had ever broken that wall before.
No.
It was genius.
Then when he interviewed the scientist, what have you, and the scientist, this is what this going on, and the announcer says, well, thank you. And then the scientist says, well, don't you want to hear about? No, we're done here, and I told him to speak up louder. It sounded so real. I'm telling you, that whole part there, I loved it. I'm telling you. Radio theater, boy, I tell you, that was the best, and it still is. I play it once in a while. There's a couple channels out there that still play it. If you get the opportunity.
You can actually get them now on CD. We've got a couple. We use them in the car on long trips.
Great.
The old detective series and whatnot. They're almost humorous at this point, but because they didn't age too well, but they're still fun.
Right. And you notice that the language and the pronunciations of everything they said, that even just the English was much better. I mean,
yeah, it sure was. So anyway, that was my call about the one thing that really frightens me, though, about the thing in Japan that you brought up.
Yes.
If they can record your dreams, why can't they implant your dreams?
Well, now
if they can do them one way, why can't, pretty soon the technology is going to change to where it's going to be going the other way, and then thoughts and visions can be put into your head.
Right.
That's a dangerous thing.
Matrix. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm sure they've done that already.
Well,
the military, or maybe something that's a group of scientists.
They're already thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Come on. Gosh. Anything that you can think about, my friend, is either happening or starting to happen. A lot of scientific stuff we saw on TV back in the day, even radio and TV and all the movies, is happening today. Look, the cell phone, Star Trek, back as just something simple to throw out to you. But the computers we have today in a cell phone used to fill 2 or 3 rooms. Well, the old IBM huge Burroughs type of computers back in the day.
Your average cell phone has way more computing power than we took to the moon in 1968.
Unbelievable. And to develop certain things to go back to the moon, they're having difficulties. Now, why is that? Is it the tool and die guys? Or I don't get it, but yet we can go to Mars. What is it about the moon? I've heard different things lately. So much has been seen up there. Comings and goings of crafts that go into the moon. Have you read about that lately?
Yeah, I've heard. Well, that they particularly go to the dark side, of the side that does not face the planet, simply so that we can't observe them.
Right. NASA has mistakenly, I guess, has not covered up, or had not marked out, or pasted out, or painted out certain things, and then popped out. A certain man which bought this building, which had all these lunar photographs and video, or TV video film. He has some good stuff to show. And I understand he's been told not to show it.
Right. That was a house, I believe, or he was going to put in a McDonald's, or it was a McDonald's.
Right.
And
Right.
Ended up being a storeroom in
Right.
Colorado, I believe, San Jose area of California.
Right. Good. I'm glad I'm bringing this out. Good. Keep going.
Oh no, it was just reel after reel of film.
Yes.
And I don't know what millimeter it was, but the cans look like 64.
Huge. Yeah. And he's found some really cool stuff, and he, of course, leaked some of this out, or a friend, or some foe of someone he knew had let this go, and NASA said, button it up. No longer belonged to that NASA, apparently. I was surprised they just wouldn't take the tapes. They're a private, industry. They're not government. And people forget that. So it's interesting how that would have worked out. But I hope more to come from that, to tell you the truth.
Well, he could certainly make more money selling that than he could opening a restaurant or whatever he was planning on doing with the Golden McDonald's.
I agree. The Golden Arch. The Golden Arch on the moon. Anyway, caller, I do thank you for calling. Anything else? What, are you on Medicare yet, sir?
Oh, yeah, but my wife takes care. I just sign and approve, and she says, "Here's your new plan."
Oh, you're great. That's great. God bless her for that. Boy, to find a wife like that helps you. It's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, it's been helpful.
I'm doing it all by myself and sorting through all this paperwork. It's crazy. I'll tell you. They want you to do this plan, the other plan. This doesn't cover that plan, and oh my gosh, on and on.
Yeah, we did it over the phone, and it took an hour on the phone going through, and then they got to read 3 pages of disclaimer and all that. And,
right.
Yeah, it was not pleasant.
Have you read lately about the giants that walked the earth years ago? They've really found the bones. Not just
I'm not very familiar with that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was some kind of Sasquatch,
Sasquatch, yeah, Bigfoot. No, this is human. This is all human bones. Have been found, of course, in Brazil, and these other countries, and it's more to come out with that.
I've heard about the people that were, I guess they call them hobbits, that were no more than like 2.5, 3 feet tall, but I've not heard of giants.
Yes. There was a craft that was found years ago, and looked like a model, like the Jupiter 2. You know what I'm saying? They found bodies, bones, in this old craft. It was beat to heck, whatever, and that was a pretty weird story. I'm trying to get that back. Marvin's trying to get a hold of that stuff. A friend of mine over here, he's got some stuff about that, and I want to do a show about that. If I can find the person that found it and the scientist that did all the work. And we're talking back in the 70s, when it was found in the desert. So, boy, who knows?
Like the film version of Capricorn 1.
Yeah, I remember that. I do. My gosh.
Where they said that the moon landing was fake, and then the fellows were supposed to have burned up, but they didn't.
Right. Yes. That was Hangar 18, wasn't it? Hangar.
I thought the movie was Capricorn 1.
Maybe it was. Yeah, that was. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Could be wrong.
I had a lady on our show, back in 2019. Her husband, they're on vacation, and we're out in the desert, and I'm talking nearby here, and they were at a campfire, and they saw something, and they saw these little people. They were dressed in space suits without the helmet, of course. And it was a family of 4, and they were clicking rocks to communicate at first, or whatever, And when she went back into the RV to get something, they scattered because they were afraid to catch them or something, whatever. And I'm going to pull that old tape out. That was a great interview. My gosh. And they were like maybe 2 to 3 feet high. And that's going to be a good show coming up. We're working on that one too. But that actually happened. They had some pictures. I had to go pick them up at a certain place. And they were very scared. They didn't want to give these pictures to anybody because they thought maybe, oh my God, they get in a lot of trouble or something happened there. You know what goes on. I don't blame anybody, to tell you the truth. I love my country, but I don't trust my government. Tell you for that.
There's a difference between your country and your government. They're not the same entity.
No, you're right. And there's several parts of our governments, I really believe. And there's several parts of the space program are not the same program. Same thing, a different force. You've all read it. You've heard about it. And I'm not afraid to say about it. So I just did. So there you go. So
the old $300 hammer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. On the toilet seat, it's gold. I don't know how that works, but they spent a lot of money back at the time. But where did $21 million go? I don't get that either. So, yeah. Well, it's all for a good cause. It does cost money to put something in space or all that stuff to go up there, rockets and what have you. It's a very, very expensive venture programs, as I would say. Caller, thank you so much, and have a great evening.
You too. You great show. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you kindly. Great to hear you. Good deal. Oh, isn't that fun? Oh my goodness. We'll put the number out there again for you folks. Get some more callers, and I got the right mouse. Of course.
To call UFO Talk Talk Radio, The Glenn Larry Show, deep in the dark desert of Nevada. Call 702-874-1114. North of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. West of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. And south of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. And east of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. First time callers, call 702-874-1114. And if you just want to talk to the Glenn Larry Show, call 702-874-1114. Now, to have some fun, right along with us, broadcasting live deep from the desert of Nevada. Welcome to the Glenn Larry Show.
And I am back, everybody. Oh, yeah. Now, you know, I play this song opening to our shows. That's Chris Ears. That's Heers. And you can get that album on, just look him up, chrisears.com. And he's a Nashville writer and entertainer and a great singer and a good friend. I hear him all the time. He'll be at the Pioneer Saloon. That's here in Good Springs, Nevada. And Saturdays, I believe. And you look in the paper, you'll see him, our trades, our entertainment trades, and you'll notice that he's around town quite a bit. Yeah. But he travels everywhere and great. And I got to tell you, give some kudos out to Monica, the Merle Haggard girls, the gals. They're really good. They're good singers. Yeah. They got a B band thing going on too. I get to see all these new names come up to me, but we'll get it straight. And she is a great singer in her band. I had her years ago. She had done for me and worked for me. I'm going to do the Elvis Mania shows back in the, years ago. And God, what a great backup singer. There's so much talent in Las Vegas. And they're working hard. Thank God they're back to working hard. Yes, because they weren't for a while. COVID knocked them out. Stephen Rock's a great outfit too. Boy, they're great singers. Love them both. And it's always a great opportunity to see these bands that really been faithful to their trade. And they got great talent. A lot of them are playing on Facebook just to survive, to get donations to survive. Because it was not like a lot of us that had jobs who were laid off and got that, unemployment, what have you. All didn't have an income. The entertainers are the entertainers of the world. They make us happy and make us have fun. And the music's great. And my gosh, I can't say more to all those folks out there that are entertainers. I was for many years, and I know what it's like to starve and not have money. And you work so hard for it. Well, when you got talents given from God, and I really believe it's the way it is. There's a lot of talent out there, and we want to keep them all going because that makes the world go round. Yes, sirree. Yes. All right, I'm going to get this number out one more time. We're going about almost 15 to the top of the hour. Here we go.
To call UFO Talk Radio, The Glenn Larry Show, deep in the dark desert of Nevada, call 702-874-1114. North of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. West of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. And south of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. And east of the Rockies, call 702-874-1114. First time callers, call 702-874-1114. And if you just want to talk to the Glenn Larry Show, call 702-874-1114. Now, back to Glenn Larry.
And we are back again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's thunder, lightning. Love it. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I Yes, in Washington State, they're having a lot of water, a lot of rain. Really hit them hard this year, a little earlier. And there's certain weather going on in the country is kind of off, as they say. But Washington really got hit hard. Yes, they had a lot of floods, and a gentleman has said that out of, I believe it was Kent Washington was saying that he has had his house is kind of off the ground, but he still had flooded water, couldn't get into his house. I think that came from Cairo, as I remember. So here we are tonight, and what's going on? Bigfoot, UFO, all Medicare. And I turned 60. I'll be turning 65 in November here, a little more going down the road here in a couple of weeks. And I'm saying to myself, my God, I made it. But there's so much about that. Yeah, it really is. Are you just living on Medicare yourself? How about you? Are you? And you have to save and rebudget where you're at. Some people, my God, if you're living on Medicare, you're on poverty row. Well, maybe close to that, but you're paying the bills. As long as you can pay that rent and electricity, then what have you after that, food, of course. You got it made. Insurance has gone up everywhere. Car insurance, shame on them. But it's because of the uninsured drivers. Yeah, we're paying for them. Now I know a couple of them. I've talked to them, but they don't care. No. Here they don't have any licenses of whatever, and no insurance, and they drive around. Yeah, but where we have to keep all that. Yes, where we're paying their bill. Yeah, crazy. But I don't think it should be as high as it really is. Just like gasoline. Come on, gosh. Up to $4.85, $5, $6. What's in other places? In the United States. It's a bunch of hooky. Yeah. Yeah. And what about what's going on with the containers off the docks of San Diego and the other ones at Seattle docks and around the country? And they're just sitting on the boats, are just sitting out there, tankers. And yeah, is that going to be taken care of pretty soon? It's not all COVID. Come on, give me a break. There's something more going on. I really believe that. And why should we suffer? Thanksgiving's almost here, although as you walk into a store, it's Christmas time. Yeah. Always earlier every year. Can we just get through Thanksgiving first? And what about the time change to clocks? You know how many clocks I have in this house, especially the Art Bell clock behind me, as you can see, and the little ones and in the different studios, and by the bedsides. That's a lot of clocks. About 9 of them. And plus the computers, got to make sure they're all in times good, because certain things are simulcast, and they got to make sure that's all right. But what do you do? Why can't they just stop it? I mean, come on. Just everybody at the same time in the United States. Well, within the time zones, as I would say. But that really throws a lot of people off. Tell me about it. Gosh. My ex-wife lives in, I believe, in Colorado. I think she's two hours difference. Yeah. Who knows? Gosh. Are you having fun yet? I want to thank you guys for all listening to the Glenn Larry Show. And you may have us on YouTube or have us on Facebook. Do follow us. Do, subscribe on the button there. Push that button. And if you want to make a donation, we do appreciate that. I don't care if it's $10, $5, or what have you. And do email me. I ask you to do this. It's Glenn Larry, GLENNLERY, 51 @gmail.com. And I'll send you something out to you if you send me some pictures of some whatever, UFOs, from Bigfoot to whatever. Just not your granny in her nightgown. Just joking. But something fun. Yeah, we can talk about. And that's what it's all about. And if you have a story that you want to talk about, do call me, email me at this sort. We'll talk about that. If you have a person that wants to have us on their local radio stations, which we've been asked to do, we do it. We give it to them for free. I enjoy it. They seem to enjoy it. So give our name out to your local radio station to carry the program, and she'll make that happen for you. That's always fun to turn your local radio station on and they'll hear us. Some people don't have internet, and if we can make this show come out to everybody, broadcast it, simulcast it, we shall do that if they would like to have that happen. Yes. But again, I do thank you so very much for listening. And we'll go right to this. We'll be back right after this.
To talk to Glenn Larry, all lines are open. 702-874-1114. Some fun right along with us, broadcasting live deep from the desert of Nevada. Welcome to the Glenn Larry Show.
A doctor out of Portland, Oregon has found a way to process on diet that you lose weight right away. It's not to have to do with, these special diets like herbs and what have you, whatever. He has found a, certain type of chemistry thing he's made up. That's more natural you imagine. That's an everyday thing, like from trees. Not an herb, but from trees. That can make you lose weight. And it may be that you may take some certain drugs and what have you. And you can't lose weight. This would be great for diabetics. So that research is happening right now today. And he says when he gets it out, it's going to just kind of wipe away all the diet people and all the phony pills. And the stuff I've bought to lose weight. I'm telling you, it's not easy. You get up in age, and you just can't get it off. And if you're diabetic, it's important to get that weight off. And my gosh, I have a person right now in the hospital, a good friend of mine, his wife. She's suffering a lot, and God bless her. She'd had her toe removed and have her foot removed. Well, now she has some type of virus going into her heart. It's a terrible thing. My prayers are out to her. Her name is Sue. So I do pray for her and him. It's rough. Anybody has this diabetic, why can't they fix that? Yeah, I really feel for all you guys. It's hard. And they should cancel diabetic. They should take care of both those, really. Tell you the truth. It's just, yeah. My prayers go out to everybody that is ill and needs healing, and to the world. I wish we could heal the world all from hate. We need more love in this world. And about the politics, I shall not give a hoot. Yeah. Not to the ones that are in control. Are the ones that want to hurt us. What's good or what's bad, either other sides. Why can't we all get in the same boat saying, hey, we're in the same boat, we're rowing together. Let's row together, not each oar is doing the opposite thing. And I think we need to think about that also. Very simply say it, I guess. Hope you understand me. But no, but I'm going to talk about Chris Ayers again, that album that he plays. Leave Him to Dead Tonight, great hit. And Ross Lewis, have you ever heard of Ross Lewis? I had him on the station several years ago. He's a great guy. And I'm going to play this song. It's called Rabbit Foots, and it's darn good. And he's on the internet, and I guess you can get his album on CD Baby, yeah. And listen to this, it's great. Good guy, Ross Lewis.
That old lady told me I would never be lonely. as she read my cards and gazed at that crystal ball. She said my love life was gonna be alright, and I should wish on a star, and chances are tomorrow morning you'd call. But no news ain't good news, for me it's been that way. I hear the rabbit foot's lucky, but I wonder what the rabbit would say. I don't knock on hardwood, it wouldn't change a thing. Nothing works, I can't stop this hurt. You're never coming back again. My phone G-Dixon on her 900 extension. I heard my horoscope and it looked like I'd have it on. She said my astrograph would cost me $3.50, but I'd have a chance, and I knew in advance if tomorrow morning you'd call. But no news ain't good news, for me it's been that way. I hear the rabbit foot's lucky, but I wonder what the rabbit would say. I don't knock on hardwood, it wouldn't change a thing. Nothing works, I can't stop this hurt. You're never coming back again.
Oh, yes.
No, nothing works, I can't stop this hurt. You're never coming back again.
Oh, yes, Ross Lewis, everybody. Oh, and I believe he's in Texas right now, but he's traveling everywhere. He's a Nashville, also recording artist. Knew him quite well. Played in the band Atlanta. He used to book his shows. But what a great entertainer. And his buddy Buzz, which used to perform with him, steel guitar player. Great steel in that song. I believe he's passed away. Buzz has. But Ross is still going. And I'll tell you, he's got some great songs on this album. Ross Lewis. Candlelight Country, I think it was called. We'll be playing more of that coming up soon on the next shows. Again, I want to thank everybody out there for listening to the Glenn Larry Show. I am Glenn Larry, and I do thank you again. To those folks that are new to the show, tell everybody you know, UFO Talk Radio, the Glenn Larry Show, or just GlennLarryShow.com. We're on YouTube, and we're on Facebook. We're all the place. iHeartRadio podcast, and we're live, of course, every Tuesday night. And we're from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. We're going to work on some other stuff, too, a couple more nights a week for different programming. And I want you to be a part of that. Now, countryvaultradio.com is my country station. And I had lots of performers on there, new artists and what have you. So tune in. And you're going to hear some surprises on that show. We also have olympiaradio.com, which is cool for just Olympia, or for you, too, if you want to tune in. But if you're from Olympia, God bless you, I'm born and raised there and proud of it. And my little town, do miss it so much. But again, this is Glenn Larry. I want to thank you so much for listening to the show. And we'll see you next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Don't forget to like us, subscribe to us, and also, if you'd like to donate, we'd love that too. All helps pay the bills. Talk about just living on Social Security. Ha, you got it? Yes, you do. Again, thank you so very much. I am Glenn Larry, and we'll see you next Tuesday night. Enjoy, be well, and God bless, and play well with others, please. I beg of you. Gosh, I'm sure you're going to do that. Yes.